Well, good morning and welcome in, everybody.
Hey guys.
Yesterday, I had an eventful day. Normally, I stay in, I don't go out. But yesterday, I was going to play a trick on Elijah. Little did I know, going out the back door, I would hurt myself. I mean, I felt as if somebody came through and pushed me, and I had my rollator. The rollator, okay, Eddie, wait. No, Eddie, you know where the back fence is. Okay. Well, I let go the rollator because I didn't want more damage to my body.
She skipped a step. Her foot went out from underneath her. She was wearing slippery shoes on a severe incline or decline, and her feet slipped out from underneath her. She's sitting on the ground. The rollator went down the hill.
And guess who was on the phone? You'll never guess in 1,000 years. But then you know, Robert from Cruise Brothers. All I wanted was him to go run and get the rollator. And he said, no, we got to get you up.
Ground.
Guess what? He couldn't pull me up off the ground. He had to get help. And now this morning with the physical therapist coming, I'm all hurt. I'm bruised up. Legs hurt, hips hurt, arms hurt. I don't know.
And here you are, though. And here you are on camera. I have seen you take the day off for less.
Oh yeah,
I applaud you for being here.
I've seen her go live from the hospital.
Yeah, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But
thank you for avoiding a strike.
Right.
You got 2 already. One more.
Oh my God, he's such a hard butt. I want to say the A word.
Right. Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome into Go Live Together. We are your morning team for cruise, travel, and bruised up oopsie accidents on the weekend discussion. Good morning. Welcome in #Team Replay. Thank you guys so much for coming in. We always appreciate you visiting. If you are here for the live stream, good morning and welcome in. First up in the chat was Traveling with Tinkerbell. Good morning.
Good morning, Tinker.
And she said, good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. It's a sunny day in Florida. 12 days until cruise day.
That means 13 for me.
That's right. And thank you for that donation of fairies in the chat. We always
appreciate to the both of you.
I know, right?
Next up in the chat is Cruising is Fun Anytime.
Who that?
Texas.
Hey, babe.
Don't do that.
Next up in the chat is Mike and Rihanna's Adventures. Good morning.
Good morning.
Reinforcements have arrived from the north.
And it says, good morning, everyone, on this great Monday morning, 4 days till Easter, long weekend.
They celebrate Easter.
Yeah, no, the kids made me aware that the day after Easter, the Monday following is some kind of we're not going to school day. And I had to get proof.
Well, let me tell you, the joke that I was trying to play on Elijah and everybody in the house, the girls and Jeremy,
everybody was in on it.
Everybody was in on it. We were gonna hide outside, and he was gonna think that aliens got us or something. But the joke came out on me, and I needed him to help one of the people help.
That's instant karma.
I know, right?
PK Adventure Travels came in. Good morning.
What's up?
Oh, okay. And they said morning from Florida. And since I missed your last live after dark in Florida, We do a white sangria with Moscato, Sprite, and a mix of strawberries and watermelon. It's so refreshing in the heat.
I like that.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of white wine. So I don't know if I would drink a white sangria.
Yep. And here we go. Tanisha came in with the day of the day. First of all, thank you for coming in and thank you for continuing the lists. And Tanisha says, happy National Medal of Honor Day, National Token Reading Day.
Love reading.
And
in fact, I got 3 new books over the weekend.
And National Lobster Newburgh Day. Have a great day on purpose. I know that's right. Yes. Controversial Cruising has made it in. Good morning.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
You get confetti.
Yes.
And balloons.
And I think Kenny said he's 66. Just saying.
Cruising with Calandra has made it in. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Ahoy there, Captain Billy J. Travels has made it in. Good morning.
Good morning.
Greetings.
Will G has made it in, working and listening.
Good morning.
Hi.
Cruising with Keith. What's going on?
What's up?
Oh, he reported about Holland.
Yep.
Over the weekend. I can't remember the story. I must have hit my head. I don't know.
Kathy Mills, good morning.
Wait, what is it?
Good morning.
What is it, Scott?
No, stay tuned for the story.
Oh, okay.
Leonard Family Fun says, well, darn, Cheryl, I hate you had a fall.
Yeah.
You know,
I went down like, I don't know. I think I must have passed out. I don't know.
Your foot with the slippery shoes on wet grass slipped out from underneath you. Those same shoes that you slip around on the cruise ship with.
Because I like them. Yeah.
Yep.
And I didn't know it was going to be slippery at the back door
on a 45-degree angle.
Oh man,
that's a sharp decline.
I would rather for
incline.
I mean,
back there.
Thank God for the fence, right? Or the rollator would have been in the water, right?
It would have been. Oh my God!
It rolled fast. I mean, it just
and
took
I
off.
said, "Go catch it."
No, I'm trying to get her up.
Everybody came back for me, and I said, "No, get it." You know.
Yep. Just a yogi doing burpees in his basement. Good morning.
Good morning.
And you know, I found out about his channel through Masha, Mayhem and Miracles, and we got connected. And here he is for the morning show. Good morning.
Welcome.
Life with Marlene. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, and that's a great way to meet new channels. Is you go check out Miracles and Mayhem. She's on for 3 hours at a time, and yeah, you can meet some.
And she
pretty
talks
good people.
all by herself.
Yep. Oh, okay. Controversial Cruising says Cheryl didn't want to give up another Friday.
Yes, I did too. You just.
Oh, okay. Captain got another A word you can put in place of that one. It says A word. He's an aft.
He's an aft.
Aft hole.
He's an aft hole.
Oh my goodness. That's crazy.
And I'm cold. I think I'm getting a cold from Elijah. I mean, I got so many things going on. Oh my God. He is, and then he wants to hug for 15 seconds. Oh my God.
He actually counts it out. Ooh, Key West. I love it. Cruising with Keith says it's Easter for most unexceptional. If you're Greek, then it's a different day, May 5th.
Oh, okay.
That'll work. Okay. And Captain Billy J says Scott needs a butter toast flavored wine. Hey, Elizabeth.
Good morning, Elizabeth.
Elizabeth has made it in. Good morning.
Hey, babe.
And yes, Cruising with Keith says Holland America had an explosion.
Yes, yes.
Yep. And Elizabeth says, oh no, sorry to hear you fell, Cheryl.
Elizabeth, I fell as my back hurt. I mean, I'm just broke up. this morning. I don't even want to see the physical therapist today.
Midlife Travels has made it in. Hello.
He
Good
might,
morning.
he might see the bad side of me today.
I heard about this, Captain. 911 on ABC. They've been showing a cruise ship being taken over and bombed
Yes.
on their over 4 episodes. Yeah,
Yes. You
I saw
watched that? We watched that too.
Carnival Freedom has canceled 2 of its cruises. Yep.
Who really cares?
Yep.
I'm hurt.
We are all caught up in the chat, which means that it is now time for me to show you the visitor that we have in town today.
Who is it?
It would be
The Breeze.
the Carnival Breeze.
Look at that aft.
Yes.
It's got a big old F.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you're going to get copyrighted.
Now, listen, I've only been on Breeze once, right? And I've been on Magic feels like 1,000 times, right? But I really like Breeze.
He does too.
Breeze is cool.
Oh, guess what?
I like the Dream better, though.
We've started the Concorde.
Oh, Cunard.
Concorde. Cunard.
You're doing Cunard training?
Yes.
Get out of here. Why?
Well, a little birdie flew through and told me that Cunard is giving away free cruises for completion of their training.
Yeah.
And it seems to be true. Seabourn and Holland America don't.
We're going to have to go shopping.
But
get clothes.
Cunard, I'm gonna need a tux.
And Princess.
Yeah. Cunard and Princess do give away free cruises.
And Carnival used to give away free cruises, and then they quietly added the requirement that you complete your training and then have 4 separate bookings within 4 weeks or a month of the day you completed your training, which is, I'm like, how is that not typically, like purposely designed to prevent having to give away any free cruises?
Right.
And then it just went away altogether. So.
Yep.
Good.
Okay, so if you are sailing away on the Carnival Breeze, you should be in town and waking up to 69 degrees Fahrenheit with 90% humidity, and it's windy outside, 22-mile-an-hour winds. If you're sailing away, your sail away forecast is 74 degrees with 80% humidity and cloudy this afternoon. The wind's going to die back down to 6 miles an hour, so it should be smooth sailing.
It's going to be a nice sail away.
And where are all of the other ships? I'm not sure because the map doesn't match what the words say. However, it says that the Disney Magic and the Carnival Breeze are here in town. The Carnival Dream is in Key West, but according to the map, it's not. The Jubilee is at sea. The Norwegian Prima is in Harvest Caye, Belize. The Regal Princess and the Harmony of the Seas are at sea, and the Voyager is in Costa Maya. So they are having the time of their lives.
Just out of curiosity, what did you really think of Harvest Caye?
I loved it. I loved it. It's the nicest. It's the nicest private island we've been to so far.
It was clean. I like.
I did not like it.
I know, but we're used to Half Moon Cay and Princess Key.
Well, I got it, right?
It was small, very big pool. Weather was great for me. I mean, it was overcast, cloudy, little, not that humid.
Love it.
I mean, I like it because it's small section, it's small place.
I want to go back.
Like once we discover that pool, forget it. That's where we win. Me and
I mean, it reminded me a lot of Mahogany Bay, right?
Yeah,
where it's kind of like, where it's kind of like it's a private destination, but not all inclusive.
Oh yeah,
right. So, and that's what I didn't like about it. And the beach just again seemed kind of reminded me of Mahogany Bay's beach. The water was not your typical like beautiful blue clear Caribbean water like Mahogany Bay. You know, and the beach just was not the nicest beach. And of course, like Mahogany Bay, there was tons and tons of chairs and stuff, but just not inviting. And then of course, nothing was included like at Mahogany Bay. Like there's restaurants and stuff there, but you had to pay extra for all that stuff. So, you know, I mean, I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it either. And you know, and I don't love Mahogany Bay either for all of those reasons. I just think, you know, if you're going to market that as you know, as a like a private island stop, it should include everything. It just absolutely should, and there shouldn't be that kind of setup. And it, you know, in that case, I mean, you know, just didn't like it. So
Yep. Okay, so let's see where we are in the chat. Oh, snap. I am way back over here. Okay, cruising on the high seas.
And travel.
Yep.
It's probably his fault.
Has made it in. More than likely, because, you know, I was on the phone with him when it happened.
Right.
Couldn't catch my baby. And Mike and Rihanna has an update here. Scott likes big ass. LOL. Midlife Travel says it's 51 degrees and stormy here in southeast Oklahoma with 100% chance of storms today. Yep.
We're going to get it in a minute. It's going to start about 8, they say. Well, 9.
I'm not sure what bird this man is talking about.
Who?
Rob.
What did he say about a bird?
What is this bird's name? LOL.
I don't know what.
I don't see I don't see a bird.
I think we've been talking about the birds that were flying by the window or flying by the camera.
So. Seagulls.
Oh, yeah, seagulls.
Yeah, seagulls. Yeah. That's what it's either a pelican, a seagull, an egret, or like
a kingfish.
A kingfisher. That's about the only birds we get, except for the occasional blackbird. They'll come perch up, but that's our 4 birds.
But the what do you call those birds?
The egret?
No, the seagulls make them go.
Little
they're
gangster
bullies.
Birds.
Yeah, they're bullies with the blackbirds.
Cruising with Calandra says the one time I was at Harvest K, I loved it. The pool and all the amenities were great. Oh, snap. House of X Entertainment in.
Welcome to the party. Welcome to the party.
I saw all the fun you guys
Man,
had.
we ain't seen you guys in a minute. We got to hear about this cruise, this Leo's birthday bash.
Every day.
Yep.
And ready to go back. See? That's what I'm saying. It's addictive. PK Adventure Travel says I like big F's and I can't deny.
I know that's right.
Yep. And PK Adventure Travel says a cuckoo bird. Yep.
A cuckoo.
Okay, Controversial Cruising has a joke for everybody. Why do you call seagulls seagulls? Because if they flew over the bay, they would be bagels.
Bagel. Oh, that's cute.
Yep.
You know, we get our AI, to tell us jokes.
All right. So we are once again caught up in the chat, which means that it is now time for Jeremy Goes Bananas.
Just real quick, one of my viewers left a comment about how they don't like the new music.
Oh, okay.
And I had to respond in the comment section explaining why, and I just wanted to do that really quick for the show. Okay. We had to change the music to the intro and the outro of that for unknown reasons. One of our channels was getting a daily copyright strike on the previous music, although it was not copyrighted music. And every time they would dispute it, they would win the dispute. But they had to dispute it every single day. And it just became a labor of doing that. So we thought we would just switch the music so that that channel would not have to do a daily dispute. But the other two channels were not getting the copyright, so we could never figure out why. And of course, if it wasn't a copywriter, they wouldn't have won the dispute daily.
Right.
So we just decided to switch the music so that it was not, an issue for that channel anymore. The end.
Yes. And the show is going to continue to evolve. The music choices sometimes are a little rushed. So we will take that under advisement.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, we may get this music right here, considering that everybody loves it. But I don't know. Let's put up a poll.
I can't even dance with these injuries I've sustained. I can't even dance, man. I can't.
No Scott dance on the Paradise?
I can't dance right now.
What about the rollator race?
Let that just be a lesson to everybody, okay? Never turn your back on Eddie with a camera.
Yep.
Right.
That is true.
Or he will get you. He will get you.
Yes. Welcome to Jeremy Goes Bananas, the segment of the show where I attempt to read what happened on this day in history. And today is Monday, March 25th. And on this day in 451, according to tradition, Venice was founded. In 1305, the arena.
I can't even say
Bananas.
Or Scrovengi
Stop it. Just stop
Chapel, containing frescoes by Giotto, was consecrated in Padua,
Bananas.
Italy.
You know, Jimmy told you this morning that it's going to be a lot of bananas in the stories today.
In 1655, Dutch mathematician and astronomer Christian Huygens discovered Titan, the largest moon of Saturn. In 1807, the British Parliament abolished the slave trade in the British West Indies. In 1881, Hungarian composer Béla Bartók was born in Nagy Szent Miklós, Hungary.
Don't do that.
Austria-Hungary.
He already warned you.
In 1911, a fire at the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory in New York City killed 146 people, prompting the creation of health and safety legislation. In 1918, French composer Claude Debussy, whose works were a seminal force in the music of the 20th century, died at the age of 55.
He was young.
In 1934, American feminist and activist Gloria Steinem, a leading advocate of the women's liberation movement who helped found MS Magazine, was born. In 1947, British singer, composer, and pianist Sir Elton John, who was known for both his popular music and his stylish showmanship, was born.
Okay.
In 1957, the Treaties of Rome were signed, establishing the European Community and the European Atomic Energy Community. In 1965, Martin Luther King Jr. and other civil rights activists completed their march from Selma to Montgomery, Alabama. Two previous marches had been halted by local police. In 1965, American actress Sarah Jessica Parker, who was perhaps best known for her role on the television series Sex and the City, was born. In 1975, King Faisal of Saudi Arabia was shot to death by his nephew. In 2002, a 6.1 magnitude earthquake struck Hindu Kush region of northern Afghanistan, causing more than 1,000 deaths.
Horrible.
And finally, in 2021, American children's author Beverly Cleary, whose books included the hugely popular Romana series, died at the age of 104.
Wow.
She just wouldn't die.
And that will do it for Jeremy Goes Bananas.
I love that music, though.
I mean, it's all good. Well, we'll workshop that. Adventures with Roxanne has made it in. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Emily made it in. Hello.
Good morning,
What's
Emily.
up?
And yes, Scott's Dance will never get old.
Never.
It is timeless. Najuma Brown has made it in. Hello. Welcome
Good
in.
morning. I mean, that dance that Scott, that priceless.
Mm-hmm. Midlife Travels has a cruise countdown, 138 days until our first back-to-back on the Carnival Liberty and 164 days until our 8-day cruise on the Carnival Dream. Oh, I love that 8-day cruise.
I love that 8-day cruise on the Dream.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Yes. Oh, I love it.
Love it.
And speaking of cruises, we are all caught up in the chat, which means that it is now time for Scott to spill the beans. What happened? What is happening with the cruise and travel industry news?
Morning cruise news with
Caribbean Nation provides updates on cruise projects. So during a cabinet meeting on March 20th, the Antiguan government announced a decision to develop the north side of Rat Island. The location development is a small spit of land on the north side of St. John's Cruise Terminal. The location is now home to the famous English Harbor Rum Distillery. The initiative is designed to enable the berthing of yachts and small cruise ships, while larger cruise ships will continue to dock at the Antigua cruise port. The project's cost is yet to be determined, but according to the information minister, the expected return on investment is seen as justifying the expenditure. The extension aligns with a broader plan to enhance the attractiveness and utility of the capital city, St. John, for both residents and visitors. Nicholas did not specify whether the project that would be government funded or involve private investment, but noted that the government's readiness to lead and attract the investment. I think it would be fair to look at it as a government's continued approach towards economic development. And if you look at it from that way, we're looking at it, we're certainly enhancing the value of the land that it's sitting on. The development is expected to have a significant boost effect on the local economy, benefit taxi operators, restaurant owners, and other entrepreneurs by providing new business opportunities. The government would also want to investigate the possibility of developing an entertainment and dining hub on Rat Island, similar to the one that was developed in Nassau. While Antigua explores the possibility of introducing the dining and entertainment hub to what it now exists in Nassau. In contrast, Antigua is still in discussion phase with the cruise line for its upcoming beach project. The government and Royal Caribbean have announced plans in October of 2019 for a $100 million beach club at Fort James. However, the pandemic put these plans on hold, and now with cruising back to normal, discussions about the project have resumed, although Royal Caribbean has provided no definitive answer for the development on the peninsula at the entrance of the Bay of St. John's.
Right.
The Antiguan government had hoped for Royal Caribbean to start construction in 2024, but the project is currently under review. The matter is up for review, and at some point in time, we will either get the green thumbs up or for that particular project, or Royal Caribbean may not be able to execute it as planned, then we will consider that matter closed and move forward with other development. One reason for the delays could be the rising construction price, which have increased over the since the 2019 estimate of $80 million. The new current estimate is coming in at around $100 million. Really? $20 million? Regardless of the outcome, the site for St. James and the development of Rat Island are viewed as critical elements to maximize the benefit of cruise tourism for Antigua and Barbuda. With the opening of a $30 million Oasis-class berth at the Antigua cruise port and the rise in the home port visits for both large and smaller ships, in addition, more berths and activities will be seen as a welcomed addition by cruise line executives. So very excited. I really love Antigua. It is such a beautiful island, and it is, I think it's underscored by a lot of the other, maybe kind of more frequently, more popular cruise ports or itineraries. So it's definitely a beautiful island. Moving on, I have a video here that I would like to run. It's just a news story from an Orlando news station regarding the incidences both on the Carnival Freedom and on Holland America ship. So let's go ahead and run that video.
Moments for passengers on a Carnival cruise from Central Florida, all after this fire breaks out on the ship's funnel.
This happened Saturday while the Carnival Freedom was near the Bahamas, and now the cruise line says the damage was so severe some upcoming sailings will have to be canceled. Mark Lehman is live at Port Canaveral, where the ship is set to arrive back this morning. And Mark, this is not the first time this has happened on the same ship.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, but it was just a couple of years ago when the Carnival Freedom was taken out of service, also because of a fire in the ship's funnel. Now, as the damaged ship is set to arrive back here at Port Canaveral this morning, there are a lot of questions about how this could happen again.
That's nutty. It's going on fire again.
It was a scary sight over the weekend on board the Carnival Freedom. The ship was near the Bahamas when flames started shooting out of the exhaust funnel. Carnival's senior cruise director saying 2 crew members were treated for smoke inhalation as they worked to put out the flames.
Holy crap. That is not good. Why is our tail on fire?
The cruise line says they're investigating multiple eyewitness reports of a lightning strike, and future cruises are being canceled as the ship returns to Port Canaveral. Less than 2 years ago, a similar situation happened on the same ship. Flames erupted from the smokestack of the Freedom in May 2022.
I looked out on the balcony and I just see barrels of just like flames and smoke coming out of the fin.
After that fire, the Freedom went out of service and actually just returned last October when the funnel was replaced. Now the ship is looking at extensive repairs again after passengers returned this morning. And the Carnival Freedom is set to dock here around 8 this morning. We'll be talking with passengers as they disembark. Carnival said it had to cancel the Freedom's the cruises that leave today and on Friday because of the damage. And it said it will give full refunds and cruise credits to anyone who's impacted. We're now reporting live at Port Canaveral. Mark Lehman, getting results, News 6.
Messing up a lot of trips there, Mark. Thanks. Meantime, Holland America Cruise Line is investigating an accident on one of its ships in the Bahamas that left 2 workers dead. According to the cruise line, it happened Friday during a, quote, incident in an engineering space on the New Amsterdam while the ship was docked at Half Moon Key. That's an island owned by Carnival, which is Holland America's parent company. The ship was in the middle of a 7-night cruise from Fort Lauderdale at the time. The cruise line isn't saying exactly what happened, but is offering counseling to other workers.
Yeah, so there you have it. Unfortunate, turn of events. Now, obviously, I think this particular incident with the Carnival Freedom was, I think a lot of people are saying it was a lightning strike. I saw another article that where they had interviewed a passenger where he said that they heard the loudest crack of thunder that they had ever heard in their lives. just before, everybody noticed that the funnel was on fire. So, a lot of people seem to feel like that was a lightning strike. Obviously, they, had no way of avoiding that. But then, of course, there was another incident too over the weekend or late last week on the Carnival Sunrise, where, there was massive flooding and there were lots and lots of passengers who were displaced. Literally in some places on that ship, the water was up to people's knees and in their cabins and stuff like that. Of course, it was there's still a lot of speculation about that, but it appears that it was like some type of like burst pipe or something like that or whatever. But there were a lot of people who were basically displaced and had to be relocated to just common areas where they were just kind of sitting around with their stuff. So, I really personally feel like it goes back to Carnival has a serious maintenance issue. And, maybe it's time for the industry to start rethinking this constant nonstop turnover, nonstop go, with no regard for what it takes to maintain these ships, especially some of the older ones in their fleet, which the Sunrise is definitely an older ship. So
yes, it is.
That's the way the news goes.
That's right.
It is, and so is the Freedom. It's an older ship.
Mm-hmm.
So
Michael Ann Spoiled Mama has made it in. Hello, welcome in.
Good morning.
And Facebook user has made it in the house. Good morning from the Cruise Nuts.
Hi.
Hello. And Mike and Rihanna has a comment here. Scott has a new dance called the Scott Sangria Dance. It's going to be huge dance across the cruise world. LOL.
Yeah.
yes.
Yep. Got a couple of them. And Cruising on the High Season Travel says, I'm showing up with Coors Light, pizza, and chicken wings to watch that show. Yep. That'll work. Canadian Family Life has made it in. Hello. Welcome in.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yep. Okay. And Cruising on the High Season Travel has a question here. How would you deal with it if you are on the next sailing and are already in MCO and your flight back home isn't until next week?
That's why you need travel insurance. And you, of all people, should be consulting Rob from Cruise Brothers on exactly what it is that you should be doing in a situation like that. That's why you need travel insurance, so that it takes care of whatever expenses you're going to have. Because the sailing that leaves today on the Freedom, the 25th, and of course the one on the 30th are both canceled. So, yeah, you need travel insurance to cover your expenses.
Okay, and PK Adventure Travel said that is sad that the funnel was just replaced and it caught on fire with the storm. We have been lucky enough not to have a fire, but we have had plumbing floods on our floor before due to broken pipes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I mean, I've been fortunate to not have to deal with anything like that either. But I mean, like some of those videos I saw from the Sunrise, I mean, it was bad.
Yes. And I've never had that happen either. In all my cruising, never had a busted pipe or anything like the Triumph happen or anything. I mean, I've been lucky.
Yep. Well, thank God the Getaway has free flowing plumbing, according to Scott. Otherwise, all of those
they got
those toilet flushes wouldn't have been able to happen.
Oh my gosh, those toilet flushes, never in my life.
Yep. That was a lot.
It was nonstop. It was constant. It was nonstop. I was just like, who is using the bathroom that much?
Yep.
Apparently, every single person that was in rooms around me, it was absolutely driving me crazy. I mean, I'm not exaggerating this at all. I mean, sometimes there were like 10 flushes in 5 minutes.
Yep.
I mean, it was nonstop, and it was all day long. It was in the evening. It was at 4 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm just like,
yep.
I would be like sitting there talking about the toilet flushes when there would be like 2 more toilet flushes while I was talking about the previous toilet flushes. I mean, it was driving me crazy.
Speaking of which, what is your must-have embarkation day food or drink?
Yeah, so obviously for me that really just depends on what line I'm on, what ship I'm on. On Carnival, it's absolutely positively, when I'm getting ready to go on a Carnival cruise, I've been dreaming about those chicken tacos from Blue Iguana.
Mhm.
So I'm definitely headed to Blue Iguana for chicken tacos. On maybe like on some other cruise ships or whatever, there's probably not necessarily anything that I, have been, chomping at the bit to get to, but on a Carnival ship, it is definitely those Blue Iguana chicken tacos. And also on a Carnival ship, and this is my opinion, I think Carnival, doesn't matter what ship I'm on, doesn't matter what bar I go to, I think Carnival makes the best darn margarita out of the entire cruise industry. I've never had a margarita quite as good as the ones I get consistently on Carnival. And that is a word that I would say is not indicative of Carnival. And that word is consistency.
Mm.
But when it comes to that margarita, they have nailed it.
And the pizza.
Well, okay. And the pizza. Yes.
Right. Eddie?
I usually like a either breakfast or a sandwich. That's what I will really like to have when I get in. Either with a nice cup of coffee or a soda. And I won't go for anything heavier. Leave something heavier for later that evening. Um, if I haven't had any breakfast, then I would really like a nice cup of coffee and a nice, scrambled eggs or something, if available. If not, then a nice ham and cheese sandwich, lettuce, tomatoes, or uh, something close to it. Something light. But I definitely want to have something as soon as we come in. That's why we usually run for the border and go running up to the buffet area and try something out. This is usually an NCL. Now, with Carnival, once we got in, we went straight to the buffet. I never made it to the Blue Iguana or Guy's Burgers outside. Once we got to the buffet, my first time in a Carnival cruise ship in 30 years, so I was kind of lost when I got there. And so many, go to this elevator, go here, and go to this deck, and you gotta go down or up or something. I was very confused with the traveling around the ship. But when we finally found the buffet, I told Alice, I'm staying here. I smell food. I'm hungry. I'm going to eat here. So this is what I'm doing. So we stayed there and had our meal. And then a little later, that's when we went outside to the pool deck and saw the Blue Iguana place. So she went ahead and grabbed herself a few tacos, to try them out. And I grabbed one pork taco. That's the only one I had throughout the whole cruise, because I find out that place opens in the mornings, and a lot of the mornings we were already done with eating something else, because we were doing the live from the cabin, and Alice would bring me either a bagel with something or a ham and cheese omelet or something. So I was already fed by the time we went out. So now on the Paradise, trust me, I'm gonna hit that place with you guys in the morning. So yes, looking forward to that.
Absolutely. Hang on, let me pull the question back up. Yes, embarkation day food and drink. Okay, so on food, what I like to do is go on the breeze and find the Mongolian wok. It is like a stir fry place. You put your own ingredients in the bowl, and then you hand them the bowl and they fix it. They cook whatever you put in that bowl in the wok, mix it with some meat and some sauce, and then hand it right back to you after it's fixed. Mwah! I love it. That is my preferred embarkation day meal, unless we're on Excel. Excel class, we might jump up to, like the barbecue place, definitely, for sure. But in the event that we can't make it there, we'll go to Java Blue cafe where they have these little bites, these little sandwiches, meat pies, bites, and stuff like that. And there's never a line over there on the food side. So you can get you a quick bite there. When we did go on Excel, everybody blew up Shaq's Big Chicken so much where we had to try it, and we did not regret that at all either. I know I like Shaq's. We got the chicken strips and fries and everything on Embarkation Day. As far as a drink is concerned, I like the rum punch on Carnival. I do. It comes with a commemorative glass or cup, plastic cup you can bring back home and use it for like a coin bank, if you will. It's pretty cool. So that's the preferred drink and eats for me on Embarkation Day.
For me, it's the fish and chips.
Mm-hmm.
I like the fish and chips. If we're on Carnival, if we're on NCL, I found that whatever they serve me and bring me from the little kiosks,
mm-hmm.
I'm good with. I love the Indulge Hall. I love the
local. Yep.
I like both places.
And we're going to hit up O'Shea's coming in December as well.
Yeah. And my preferred drink is a soda. I love soda.
Yep.
But if I'm going to drink something, it's going to be the Miami Vice.
Vice is a good drink. So is Kiss on the Lips.
Yeah, I like that too.
Those two are winners. A good question. And we got some more people in the chat. But first, Captain Billy J says Carnival, chocolate melting cake in the MDR on Carnival.
Yeah. And they have one on NCL. And guess what? They don't serve it with vanilla ice cream. They serve it with cookies and cream.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
PK Adventure Travel says on Carnival, it's the drink, the Fun Chip Special, and a guy's burger. On Royal, it's a slice of pizza from Sorrento's.
I like pizza too on Carnival.
Pizza's good eating.
Yeah.
You can run by and get it.
I never had a pizza on NCL yet.
Right. We just kind of let the pizza just pass us by
because there's so many.
I tried the pizza on Prima.
How was it?
It was big.
That wasn't like I don't know. That was more like a bread with sauce and cheese and something on top.
Yeah, it was
weird.
It was weird.
Yeah,
focaccia bread crust.
Yeah.
Midlife Travel says I agree with Scott. The margaritas are consistent on Carnival.
Yep.
I did get a couple of those slices, and once I sat down, I looked at it like wrong choice.
Yeah,
I didn't feel like wasting it, so I went ahead and ate it.
I'm going to be in serious trouble on the Paradise.
Yeah,
with the drink package and the consistent margarita.
Right.
Or we'll carry you around.
And the Facebook user here, it says TNT here. We go for a shot of tequila and either a pizza or a guy's burger.
Yeah.
And the other Facebook user, Cruise Nuts. You guys, I don't know. Y'all might start having shot competitions or something. Knowing y'all. CNS Travel says, good morning, everyone. Welcome into the show.
Good morning.
We appreciate you coming by. We really do. And Nightbot is reminding everybody to hit the like button. Canadian Family Life, what is in the crock pot? Let us know. Yes.
I just need
let
to
us know
hear
what
it.
you're cooking.
I just need to hear it. I'll be
Because
okay.
like she said, she's injured. And I don't know that there's going to be too much cooking going on today.
Nope, because I'm gonna be injured until October.
Until October? Oh wow.
Excuses.
On deck with CB has made it in. Good morning.
Good
morning, Debbie.
And I think they were on the ship with Wanson and them, right?
I think so.
For Leo's birthday?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I think they were on the Magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Okay.
were.
I know y'all had a
And so was
blast.
Rooted in essential oils.
Yeah, Rooted went also. Michael Ann Spoiled Mama. I'm looking forward to Mongolian Walk on the Breeze in October. I know that's right. I love the Mongolian
Won't be
Walk.
disappointed.
I heard the place, but I have no idea what it is.
Well, it's a stir fry place. What you do is you put your veggies and rice or whatever in a bowl.
Hello, Jeremy. Yes.
You
I know
hand
what
it
it
to
is,
them,
but
and then they cook it up.
I just
Yeah,
I
never
love
been
it.
to it.
I love it.
I don't
Love
think,
it. Love it.
was there one in the Glory?
I mean, it's usually in the buffet,
Right.
Okay.
so
I'm not
maybe.
sure that I saw
I mean,
that.
there might be. I don't know, but it's usually in the buffet on a Carnival ship. So
Will G, that's my go-to also.
Okay.
Yep.
It is very good.
Well, if
I
they have
love
one in the Paradise, we could go check it out.
Yes.
Cruising on the high season travel. Jeremy, no Guys Burgers. You know, I might try a Guy's Burger. If anybody sees me on the Paradise with a Guy's Burger, it's just because I chose it.
that's what I'm saying. If you see
Yeah.
me eat a guy's burger, it's because it's either that or like starvation.
Oh,
Right.
You will see Alice and myself at Geisberg's.
Yep. And let's see. Leonard Family Fun. Surprisingly, I wasn't impressed with the food on the Jubilee.
get out.
Wow. Because the celebration and the Mardi Gras really kept us going on the food. I
The
mean,
celebration.
as long as you didn't go to the main dining room or the buffet, you were
we
good.
were good.
You know?
I don't care. I don't compromise. If it's food out, I'm there.
Right, right. Oh, hey, here we go. Leonard Family Fun. Mongolian Walk is my favorite, hands down. And so disappointed that they decided not to have it on the Excel class
You're right.
ships.
They don't have it on the
My
Excel.
God.
But on Excel, they have so many other food offerings. I'm sure
Right.
they had to make hard decisions. And since there's just so many other, options on an Excel class ship that you don't have on any of other Carnival ships. I mean, and again, it comes down to a personal preference thing. I personally don't miss it, but it's when I'm on a ship that has it, I definitely look for an opportunity. The problem I have with the Mongolian Walk is that there's never a time when I feel like standing in line for an hour
Oh, yeah.
to get my food. And there's never a time when I show up at the Mongolian Walk where there isn't a line that's as long as an hour.
Hey, I will do it for an
He
omelet
would do
or
it.
Mongolian Walk. It don't matter. I will stand in that line. The astute tourist has made it in. Good morning.
And
Good
let me tell
morning.
you, Jimmy had hair, like, he had that, what is that guy's name? He dances all the time in his movies.
Scott?
No, well, no, he's like, I don't know.
John Travolta.
Yes, John Travolta. He had that John Travolta looking hair. Jimmy did when he was young.
I think they did a high school reunion type of show this morning.
Like Michael A. And
I was waking up to it and I heard names and stuff, and I think that's what I heard.
Yeah.
Again, the comments made by some of the people on the panel do not reflect the other panelists. Okay, Jimmy? So you feel like insulting somebody.
John Travolta. That's who he looked like back in the day. Especially he looked like John Travolta when he was on Welcome Back, Carter. He looked like that.
Hey, there's some connections being made. Oh, I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it. Yes, y'all connect with each other. And the way that you do this is you come in and type in the word #creator if you're on Jeremy and Sheryl Cruise Adventures or Cruising is Fun Anytime. Type in #ELS if you're in Eddie's chat, or type in #TMD if you're in the Mustard Drills chat, and Nightbot will drop your link. We strongly encourage that all channels connect with one another because that's what YouTube is all about. We are a growing YouTube community, and we want to keep it that way. We don't want to keep it to all ourselves and just wait for people to subscribe to us. So that's the way we do it over here. Leonard Family Fun, Miami Vice, and Kiss on the Lips are our favorites as well.
Yes. I
Nice.
love Miami Vice.
Although a good tall Corona is sometimes all that.
With a lime.
Hey, the astute tourist says, "Hey, Michael Ann, did you get my email? Be sure to respond
Oh,
to
she
Jimmy."
won this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, she won. They do a wheel and they spin it, and then whoever wins after they've participated in the picture contest, You know.
And Tanisha says, at Big Chicken, I ate the chicken strips. Didn't do one sandwich. Maybe when we go on the Mardi Gras next year. Well, she has a story about the bun. Like,
the bread.
We were in the barbecue place, and she said, hey, go run down to Big Chicken and just give me a bun.
That's all I wanted was the bun.
Yeah, it was toasted perfectly with the butter on it and everything. And she said she really liked the bun so much so that
I just wanted the bun.
She wanted to send me out for the bread while we were eating at other places.
Okay.
Yep. CNS Travel, always a guy's burger, first food.
I like the potato sticks.
Wait a minute. Facebook user says pork chili verde in our crock pot today.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
No, thank you.
Oh, they're still on. They're doing a back-to-back on deck with CB.
Okay.
Yeah, and they were chatting from the Magic. So they're still there.
Okay.
That's what's up.
I hope Adam doesn't get you in trouble.
Yep. More connections being made in the chat. We got to love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. PK Adventure Travels. I have not tried a pig patty.
Me either.
I haven't.
What's a pig patty?
Apparently the patty is made with bacon. And I don't know how they integrate that into the ground meat or whatever, or if it's entirely bacon. I don't know. But our friend Travel with Nick loves the pig patty. And I still have yet to try one. On the Paradise, I probably will.
Mm-hmm.
So, just for simple lack of food options on the ship, I will probably try it. I don't know. Just stay tuned to the channel. You'll see. And I'm pretty sure that Scott's going to catch me on camera as well. But his vlogs,
Yeah, nobody's ever going to see it, right?
Right. It might be in a YouTube short or in an Instagram video.
Or if I catch them.
I know, right? Yeah. We'll be hanging out with Eddie and them. So yeah, Alice Lugo Studios might have it as well. Midlife Travel says we have a video coming soon on our food experiences on the Jubilee. So we got to be sure to check that out.
Okay.
Oh, and Rob the Drunk has checked in. Hello, welcome in. Yeah, John Travolta. He caught that.
John Travolta, he had that hair.
I have Mr. Clean's hair now. Oh, I love it. I love it. Yeah. There was a lot of participation in the high school reunion videos.
He had a
it
lot.
was cool.
He had his mom's picture.
Yeah, and she said
Colleen's picture.
Thank you for participating in mine.
I can't send a picture of myself younger. Because like right now, if I shave this dirt that I have here, it's the same face.
It's the same. Yeah.
That's how Kenny
changed.
Kenny,
and Amy.
Like
Amy hadn't changed at all either.
Yeah, it's some people that have not changed.
Yep. TNT's Adventures to Sea has made it in. Hello. Welcome.
Oh, you know who else hasn't changed? Controversial Cruising.
Right.
He hasn't changed. He looked the same.
Okay, and everybody's dropping links. That'll work. Let's see.
Yeah, his eyes.
Midlife Travels. Hey, Scott, Carnival decided to give me free drinks all over the ship. I made the most of it for 7 days.
Yeah, see, Carnival only ever gives me free drinks in the casino. Right? Like I always get free drinks in the casino. And if you've ever had that option, you'll know that it is a real pain in the butt to get those drinks. You can only get them from the wait staff that are running around, and they are so hard to get a hold of. And when you order a drink from them, it's going to show up probably a day or two later. So it's just impossible. So for me, I usually just end up getting the drink package or just going and buying drinks, per drink, just because it's easier to get them. And I will occasionally get a drink if I'm in the casino. So.
Captain Billy J says, I do like a nice kiss on the lips, but not from Eddie.
That was funny.
Yep. Cruising on the High Season Travel, the barbecue place in the Glory was very good.
We ate there.
I never made it.
And we did a food review.
We did.
Rob and I did.
It's about the same. It's about the same as what you get on the outdoor Guys Pig and Anchor Smokehouse. It's that barbecue. It was all right, but you know, if you ever jump on Excel, do a comparison video then put them side by side. There's
the comparison to the Pig and Anchor
Smokehouse Brew House on the inside of the ship.
I mean, that's definitely the brew house is definitely better because there's more to the menu for one.
Yes.
Right.
Don't have to just get those couple of barbecue items. Like I usually I get like the steak and stuff like that from the brew house.
Mhm.
It's definitely a better menu.
Ribs. I like the ribs.
Yep. PK Adventure Travel says, Mel and I love getting the chicken biscuit at the Big Chicken when we're on a ship that has one.
Mhm.
Yeah, Big Chicken is good eating. I really did like that.
I like the bread.
What I think is amazing, okay, is there are big chickens opening up everywhere, and there's a bunch of them in Texas, but yet people we know in Texas haven't been to one yet.
We
don't have one on the island.
We haven't caught a news blurb anywhere where they're coming near us. You know,
There's
we're
one on the island.
I would be
There's
happy.
not one on the island, but there is one nearby.
I would be happy if our church's chicken opened back up. I'm still sore about that. CNS Travel, Funfetti Cheesecake also on Embarkation Day.
You know what else is good? The cheesecake at the steakhouse on Carnival.
Oh, okay.
It's huge.
Yeah, the cheesecake coming out of 555. Yes. The Cruising on the High Season Travel says the pig patty was very good. I have a food vlog on it too.
Okay.
Yep. Ooh, Blue Iguana fish tacos. Those are very good. Also at Blue Iguana, it's not really a mystery, but you can order what's called a burrito bowl. You don't necessarily have to have them wrap it up in the burrito shell. They just put the ingredients that you want in the burrito bowl, and then you go dress it up with some salsa and have a good time.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't care for burritos personally. There's too much.
It's me too. I don't.
It's just too much. So I always go for tacos. So.
Yeah, it's too big. If Eddie, what?
Controversial Cruising says if Eddie sends a picture from high school, he becomes Suave Lugo Studios.
Suave.
I'm telling you, you see these pictures of Eddie when he's younger on his Facebook feed.
Oh, yeah, he got long,
or like in his memories and stuff like that, or whatever, right? And I mean, you look at it, you know that's Eddie Lugo, right?
And Scott says, "How could you tell it was me?"
But those younger pictures of Eddie, he's definitely Rico Suave.
Well, and back in 1991, I went to school in Miami Beach, and that was how everybody called me, Rico Suave.
Yeah,
Rico Suave Studios. Here it is.
I was hitting a lot of my close schoolmates, my female classmates. I was hitting a bunch of them, and every other month I was hanging out with somebody else, and yeah, I was called Rico Suave.
Okay, Scott, this one's for you. The Astute Tourist says, we sail on MSC for the first time in June. I have heard that the food may not be so good. What would you recommend for what or where to eat on board?
I mean, it really just depends on the ship you're on, but I mean, the food's like anything else, right? Sometimes it's, it depends on what you order, depends on that day, depends on that sailing. It's always, it's a very similar experience to every other cruise line. First of all, I think the pizza is amazing. The best pizza. It's more like a pizza you would get from like a real Italian pizza shop in like New York or something. It's like, but it's, again, it's different. It just depends what you order. It depends on the sailing. The special for me on Maravilla, I think the only specialty restaurant that's worth the money is the Mexican. It's called Ola. I think that's the only one that's worth the extra money. The steakhouse and the seafood restaurant, absolute garbage and not worth the extra money. You actually get better food in the main dining room, I think, or a better steak in the main dining room than you would get in the steakhouse. But it's really just kind of like a hit or miss, but there's not necessarily it's not, MSC is not focused on specialty restaurants kind of like NCL is, right? NCL seems like they built the entire cruise or the entire ship around the gazillions of specialty restaurants that they seem to be able to shoehorn onto every ship. So.
Ship to Shore Cruise News has made it in. Hello, welcome
Good morning.
in.
Good morning.
Okay, and Captain Billy J is helping out with the answer here. Jimmy, I like the food on MSC Seashore better than Carnival.
I think everybody likes everything.
See, like I was on a 3-day cruise on Sea View, and there was not a single thing in that buffet that I thought was particularly good. In fact, I ended up picking at most of what I got in that 3 days, with the exception of the breakfast pizza. The breakfast pizza was amazing. I ate, a bunch of that. But again, it was a 3-day cruise. And I think sometimes on the 3-day cruises, the food quality and the options are different than a 7-day. When I was on an 11-day Maravilla to New England, I think the food was mostly okay in the main dining room. We didn't really eat too much in the buffet. There was another time I was on Maravilla, and the food was just kind of meh. It just really just depends. I think no matter what line you're on, no matter what ship you're on, I see things all the time from people saying, I was on this particular ship and the food was amazing. And then I would see somebody say, really? Well, I was on that ship and I thought the food was disgusting. It really just comes down to personal preference, comes down to, with crew rotations all the time and everything else, it's very hard for you to really, nail that down to any kind of consistency. And that's my experience. So.
Yep. Ship to Shore Cruise News says, I've been told that the food is just different, not worse. More of a European experience rather than a North American experience.
I would agree with that.
Yeah. It's different is good.
It's Italian. It's MSC's existence in the U.S. market is the inspiration for Carnival's Italian style cruising, for them bringing those Costa ships over and kind of rebranding them as a Carnival Italian experience. Although, in my experience, other than the decor, there's nothing Italian about a Carnival Italian ship. There's nothing Italian about it at all, other than, like I said, the decor. And the decor is what it is because it was a Costa ship first. So MSC is, in my opinion, MSC has nothing to worry about on that front from Carnival and their rebranded Costa ships. So.
Yep. And speaking of Carnival, Eddie, I know that you've been working on a Carnival cruise for everybody to jump on for quite some time now. And let's let them know what it's all about.
Yeah, October 28, 2024. In a few months from now, we're going to be on the Carnival Paradise, leaving out of Tampa, going down to Key West, Montego Bay, and Grand Cayman. I still got cabins available. So get in touch with Bruce at Ocean to Ocean Travel so you could get your deposit down, get your cabin paid off by July, and help with us in Tampa in October. So you want to come along? Let's go. West, Montego Bay, and Grand Cayman on a 6-day cruise leaving out of Tampa. October 28th me and Alice will be there on the 26th. A lot of us are going, all of us from the Go Live Together crew. We're going to be in it. Alice is going to be there too. Ross, Tinkerbell, Mike from Cruise Nuts. We're all going to be there. We're going to celebrate the birthdays also. It's October, it's Halloween. Bring your costumes and get ready to party. So check out this video.
Who's Cruise 2024. Hosted by Eddie Lugo Studios. Out of Tampa, Florida. Port of calls, Key West, Florida. Grand Cayman Island. Montego Bay, Jamaica. Aboard the Carnival Paradise. Come join us for this great cruise. October 28th to November 3rd, 2024. Contact Bruce at ocean2oceantravel.com.
All right. And while we still got you up, I know that you've been working on a list of people that have contacted you that they're going live. So who's coming on today?
Well, following us will be Darian in A Moment in the Word. 12 noonish will be Miracles and Mayhem with Masha. 5 p.m. Both files will have a premiere. 6 p.m. Tuber Chat, Grow Your Channel will be live. 7 p.m. Premiere from Cruise Nuts. 8 p.m. have Luggage and Travel. And I just got notified around 8:15. Mr. Scott from Controversial Cruising will be having a live tonight around 8 o'clock. So keep an eye on that to celebrating his birthday today.
Well, that'll work. And
yes.
Let's see. I believe. Okay, wait a minute. There's a couple of more stuff about the food here. Captain Billy J says they had plenty of American food options to choose from on MSC.
Yeah.
And Ship to Shore Cruise News says, I have to agree, though, that you can have a different experience night to night, restaurant to restaurant. I'm on a cruise and it's all great.
Yeah.
And that is the name of the game, folks. If you're on a cruise, a lot of things don't even matter because the cruise is what it's all about.
Yeah, just make the best of it, you know.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you go into the buffet on a MSC cruise. It's just like a buffet on any other cruise. There's a salad, there's a burger and hot dog, French fry station, a pizza station. You know, there's always going to be like a carving station with some type of carved meat, beef or chicken or turkey or something like that or whatever. I mean, it's always, obviously there's a bunch of pasta on an MSC ship. But again, just, it's, and then the, in my opinion, the quality of that food just varies. Doesn't matter what line I'm on. There's always something that I tried that I didn't care for and always something that I really liked. So.
We got a cruise countdown. The Astute Tour is 74 days until we sail out of Miami on MSC. And also the Bud Files have made it in. Hello, welcome in.
Hey, Bud.
Yep, we were just about to get out of here. Thank you guys so much for hanging.
I just want to add this. I can say this. The food was definitely way better and way more consistent in Yacht Club on MSC.
Oh my goodness.
But that has its own restaurant and it has its own chef. And the menu is completely different than the menu in the MDR out in Gen Pop, right? And so forth. Okay, so it is definitely a much better culinary experience, much more consistent in Yacht Club.
I told Baby before we get on Cunard, I'm going to have to do some pinky stretching.
You know what? I can never see myself on a Cunard ship.
Really?
No, I don't. Listen, I don't like the snobby stuff, right? Like, it's one of the reasons why I've been on gazillion. I mean, listen, I'm Diamond Plus on Royal Caribbean. I'm about to take my first celebrity cruise ever. And the reason why I've never gone on Celebrity is because I don't like the higher end snobby cruise lines. I don't like those types of people. I just don't. It's my personal preference. I don't like them. I don't like being around them. And I don't like the conformity of it all, right?
Scott Smith, good morning. Yep. Oh, there is a countdown, 210 days until the Carnival Breeze. It's Michael Land Spoiled Mama coming down to G-Town. Yes. We had some connections made this morning. It's so beautiful that you guys are connecting with each other. Absolutely. Here we go. Leonard Family Fun. I agree. Wasn't impressed with the food, but had a great time. And I will go back on the Jubilee.
Okay.
The other thing, too, is as a vlogger, right, I guarantee you, nobody who's about to take a Seabourn, an Oceania, a Cunard, nobody who's about to go on Ponnet or Ritz-Carlton or any of these other high-end cruise lines, nobody is going to YouTube to watch a video about that ship. I'm telling you, that's not how those people roll. Okay. They could care less about that. Okay. So for me as a vlogger to be on those ships, vlogging it, what would be the point?
That's true.
I mean, that's just how I see it.
To make another Beauty and the Beast video clip with all of the waiters and stuff going around everywhere.
They wouldn't want you to do
doing the dances and stuff.
I know, right? Yeah, you gotta bring some sangria and show them how to party.
Can't do it.
Can't do it. Can't do it on that.
CNS Travel, 48 days till back to back on the Vista.
Oh my God, I love the Vista.
Yes. The Vista had really good food compared to the Dream class. Like the whole class. They blew the whole class out of the water with all the food. Yep. When in doubt, pinky out.
We have 69 days.
Okay.
For mine.
Oh, for your bougie cruise on the Celebrity?
Yes.
Oh my Jesus. Yeah, you got to start doing pinky stretches, man.
Oh yeah.
Get in shape.
But a week before.
Okay, cruising on the high season travel. Would you, says Scott, would you ever do a river cruise?
In a New York minute, man. Like that is high up on my list of cruises to do. Like, transatlantic, Mediterranean, Panama Canal, and the Rhine River.
Yes. Yes.
Ships to shore cruise news, 97 days to Alaska.
Oh.
Yep. And Michael Ann's coming down 4 days before the cruise.
Oh man, she's gonna love it.
You're gonna have fun for sure. Ship to shore cruise news. I bet you won't find too many doors decorated on a high-end cruise line.
Exactly. I mean, I'm just like, like I said, from a vlogging standpoint, it would be pointless for me to like, first of all, I don't want to experience cruising like that. And there'd be no additional motivation to do it, from a vlogging standpoint, because most people who would cruise those lines don't go to YouTube to watch videos about the show.
Right.
I would still produce one though. Scott Smith, CNS, we're on that cruise. So hey, you got your shipmate right here. The astute tourist always reminding everyone a bad day at sea is still better than a good day at work.
That's right.
Indeed.
Yes, it is. Oh, Captain Billy J says Scott's Cunard's vlogs will be out in 5025.
Damn.
Michael Ann spoiled mama. There's a Viking cruise that goes by my city. However, I could go on at least 5 cruises on other lines for the price of one Viking cruise.
That's true.
Yeah, right. That's the other side of it too. Like, why spend that kind of money? Like I'm spending a gazillion dollars on this October yacht club experience, probably triple what I spent on my last yacht club cruise. And it's only doing
there's a very good experience you're gonna have.
Yeah, but there's only one reason why I'm doing it, and of course, from my perspective, I think I could get 2 or even 3 cruises out of the money that I'm spending on that single cruise for 7 days. And I'm doing it for one reason, and it's a one-time only thing. And beyond that, I will never cross that line in the sand for that kind of money ever again.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that'll work. Okay. Well, thank you guys so much for coming in. We definitely appreciate each and every one of you. As always, y'all take care of each other out there. Be sure to hit the like button on your way out. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. And never, ever forget, we love you and good morning.
Bye.